Hello to all my friends out there, and this video is how I stockpile the beans. I try to stockpile about 20 cans of beans. I buy them when they're on sale, 2 at a time, and when I get about 20 I start eating my stockpile. So I look for these. Those are good with ham. I look for these, and I stockpile evaporated milk because in these two kinds of beans, if you add about a half a cup of the evaporated milk, in the day they used to add cream and make some cornbread, that's a pretty good dinner. And then I store black-eyed peas, and what I do with them is I add the can of black-eyed peas, and then I use ham bouillon and season them with salt, pepper, and sugar. And then, these black beans and pinto beans, I usually make some kind of chili with those, or cook them with ham. With the pinto beans, you can mash them and make refried beans. And I look for refried beans. Usually the best deal is Walmart. And pork and beans with hot dogs or ham, and baked beans, sausage, ham, any kind of meat is good. And so, okay, tonight I'm making some navy beans, canned navy beans. And notice that in my stockpile, I try to stockpile jam and honey, because if you have some jam or honey for your biscuits, it's much tastier. And I stockpile these chopped onions and garlic, sometimes just for speed. I don't want to chop, And here is my recipe, and I'm putting it in my small notebook because I had to dig around. And what I do is I do 1 can at a time, 1 can, and I use bacon or sausage or ham or Spam. And then I cover it with chicken stock, but I use chicken bouillon. And for a small batch, notice I save the end of my ham, and that is perfect for this kind of thing. But I wanted to make munchin'. If you don't have any meat, you can season your beans with your can of beans, 1 tablespoon oil, salt, pepper, and sugar. And here is the meat I use. I use the chorizo in refried beans. I fry 1 or 2 pieces of bacon. Then I remove the bacon and I fry the chorizo in the bacon grease, and then you add your refried beans. And I keep these because these are really good in baked beans. Any kind of beans, sausage is good. And then I bought this ham on markdown, and that's good for any kind of beans. But something that's really important is I found this, and it's really probably the cheapest, margarine, but you can use that in place of oil. And it's very important if you start running out of food. So let me move this so I can get a shot of the stockpile food. So if you're new to stockpiling, this is a good place to start. Just buy 2 at a time. And so tonight I am making this, and so I'll see you later.